Hello, Joy Friends. Welcome to Cup2Hook Conversations number 91. Welcome in, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I am so excited to go ahead and welcome in Jean and Jen and Sunita. Everyone is saying hello. Hello, sweet Lisa. So, Jean, how is it going, my friend? How is your foot? How does it feel to have the semester finished? And oh my gosh, you have exciting news. You're going to a wedding this weekend. So, a lot of good things. You need that. You need that. Everyone is saying hello to each other. And I love that. You know, I love that. Thank you so much for hugging each other in. Jean says, great. Finished this term's work yesterday. Not due until Monday. Took the sting out of rolling my ankle and tearing ligaments and the fender bender today. What? No, Jean. Bless your heart. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you're okay. And I hope the other person involved is okay. Everyone's continuing to say hello. Welcome in, Pam. Hello, Wanda and Kim with Affordably Crafty. Welcome in, ladies. Jean says, I'm sitting in a hotel room cross-stitching. Well, at least you're having a peaceful moment. Bless your heart. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lisa. She says, sorry, did not hear your hellos because I was in ads. Hello, Samantha. Welcome in. So for those of you that are normally here with me and those of you that are new, I do have Nightbot as a part of my channel. But I did take away, if you say hi or hey, it will not respond. Only if you say hello. And if you're like me and you're more of a hello type person, you can say a person's name and then hello, and Nightbot will not respond. But if it doesn't bother you, then just say hello to whoever you want, how you want. Kim says she is making a large basket using Bernat Pop Bulky, which is a 6-weight, and Caron Sprinkle Cakes, which is a 5-weight held together. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a gorgeous blanket, Kim. And then Jean says, no injuries, was turning to go to motel, and she came from behind and tried to turn in front of me and got my front bumper. Oh my gosh, Jean, I am so sorry. But I am glad that you are okay. All right. Want to also welcome in and say hello. Hang on a second. Got to go back up in the chat. There we go. Pat is here with us. Welcome in, Tiffany. Hello and happy Friday to you as well. So tell me, everyone, what is in your cup? What is on your hook? I'm excited to hear what you are working on. And Tiffany, I love you, Tiffany. She says, happy Friday, everyone in the chat. And she knows that Lisa is from Australia and it is already Saturday for her. So she said, happy Saturday for you, Lisa. Kim says, I am at the moment working on making functional items for my den, moving upstairs a blue colorscape. How fun, Kim. You know, so often sometimes as content creators and crafters, you know, we tend to make things for other people and not for ourselves. So kudos to you. And it's going to be nice seeing some of your makes around the house. Everyone is continuing to welcome everyone in. Welcome in, sweet Shirley. So good to have you here tonight with us. Oh my gosh, Jean, bless your heart. She says, was blessed today, so I am passing it on. Well, this is for you, my friend. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you, Jean. And that actually leads me into the opportunity to share something else with you. So I'm really going to try to keep it in a separate video, so you won't hear me mentioning it unless someone drops a super chat or something like that. But do not ever feel obligated to have to do something like that. I love you guys. I just love spending time with you. Those of you who know me know I love Fridays. I'm falling in love with Thursdays because I also get to see you then as well, when I am privileged to share the screen with Trish from the Purple Yarnivore. And so, but I will be doing monthly giveaways for those that do drop a super chat or super sticker. And it just so happens the first one will be this Sunday. I have 2 quick lives going on Sunday, so I believe that's at 4 o'clock, but it is on my community tab page. And I do plan on trying to drop it again as a reminder tomorrow. I'm not sure when. It'll probably be very late tomorrow, because Mr. Joyful and I are actually going to go do a craft fair, and we're leaving at 7:30 in the morning, and it will end at 12. And then when we're done there and we've packed everything up, we are going to head on to Simpsonville, Greenville area, which is about, from where we're going to be doing the craft fair, maybe about 35, 40 minutes from us, but it's normally typically an hour for us. But I've got some stuff that I need to pick up for the baby shower. We're having a baby shower next weekend for my daughter-in-law, because she is expecting our second grandbaby, and it will also be a girl. And I'm in charge of games, so I've got to go pick up stuff for the games. And then I am going to be picking up stuff for the Super Chat Super Sticker giveaway for Sunday, and then for this coming month. And then I have to pick up a couple other things for a member giveaway. And speaking of members, since Sanita is here, she joined my membership family off screen. So real quick, Sanita, this is for you, love. All right, so let's go back and see what's on everybody's hooks. Jen says, I am all for blue, Kim. Yes, blue is a beautiful color. I know purple's my favorite, but if you'll look, I have lots of blue on my wall. And we painted our house a light sky blue. So I agree, blue is a great color. And everyone's continuing to welcome everyone in. Pamela, thank you for joining us. She says, good evening, everyone. She is watching and lurking while making a Tunisian square. Oh my gosh, Pamela, I am so excited for you. That is something that I definitely want to do. I've tried it. I've done a couple rows Tunisian stitch, and then for whatever reason or another, I walked away and started another project. So I basically can safely say that I have never really done Tunisian. and it is definitely on the to-do list. And thank you again, everyone, for welcoming everyone in. Welcome in, sweet Connie. Hello, how are you doing tonight? You guys, if you are not a part of Connie's channel, you really do need to check her out. She does an amazing job of interviewing people. I had the privilege and honor of being on her channel for the second time last Saturday, and really had a great time and enjoyed myself. And Mr. Joyful was actually having to work that Saturday, so I was able to stay on the whole time. So that was fun and exciting. And Connie, Trish, and I are looking forward to coming up on your panel on May the 19th. So we're very excited about that. All right, Lisa says it is 9:15 a.m. here on this cold and horribly day on this Saturday. Oh, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Lisa. We are currently, and this is why I was a little bit late, so I do apologize for that. We're currently in a weather condition watch right now. They let our schools out at 1 o'clock today because around 5-ish, we are supposed to be entering into high winds and tornadoes and all of that. So far, all we've seen is the wind pick up. So everything else still looks fine. The sun is still shining brightly. So tonight is just going to be a, play-by-play on how long I get to stay on, but hopefully everything will go smoothly, because after all, we don't want any tornadoes and we don't want anybody to get hurt. And damaging winds can cause that too. So anyway, thank you for sharing that, Lisa, and allow me to say that. I meant to say that when I first came on, that if I got knocked off, that it was probably due to the bad weather outside, and that I would not attempt to try and come back on. And Connie's saying hello to everyone, and how are you all doing today? Thank you, everyone, for welcoming Connie in. And Kim says, almost done making my tutorial for Serene Floor Poof using Serenity Chunky. Tutorials really are the biggest time suck. However, it is coming along beautifully, and yarn is a dream. Oh my gosh, thank you for sharing that, Kim. And everyone's continuing to say hello to each other. That is so beautiful. Hello, Mayor, and welcome in. Lisa says, yes, I try and make Friday morning with you and Trish. Oh, thank you. We had a really great show last night. A lot of people were coming in and talking about what was on their hook, so that was really fun and exciting. Thank you, all of those that are continuing to welcome Mayor in. Hello, Aisha. Hello and welcome. How are you tonight? What is in your cup and on your hook? Hello, Melissa. She says, hello, sweet, beautiful Cynthia. Love you. Love you too. And of course, all of you know you can do a joy raid over to Melissa's channel when we finish up here just before movie night. She is on from 8 until I think 9:30, 10-ish sometimes. But let's see. She's also saying hello to all in the chat. And Pam says, Simpsonville is my old stomping grounds. Have fun. We are going to. We're so excited. We're excited about doing the farmers market craft fair, and we're excited about shopping. It's been a long time since we've really gotten out and done a whole lot of things, and we are actually hoping to meet up with another subscriber and maybe even have some lunch in the park. So we'll see. It's going to definitely be a long day. So if I don't get to come back and put reminders up for Sunday afternoon's video, then please just remember to come, because I know it's going to be late when we get in. And especially with us leaving here at 7:30 in the morning, we're going to be tired, because movie night usually goes fairly late, but we're going to try to keep it moving tonight since we still have to pack the car, and we are leaving so early in the morning. And I said we're leaving at 7:30, but technically that's where we're supposed to be meeting up with the people that we're going to be doing the craft fair with. So we actually have to leave here at 7:15. I mean, at 7 o'clock. Hello and welcome in Becoming Me. It is so great to have you here. I believe this is your first time. So I hope that you are feeling great as all of these wonderful Joy friends start saying hello and welcoming you in. And I hope that you come in with joy, but I hope you leave with a lot more. Lisa says she is back to finishing dishcloths with the ABC on them. Ooh, maybe you'll come up in just a minute and share. So for those of you that are new or haven't been here in a while, in just a little bit, I'm going to drop a link and you are welcome to come up and share what's on your hook, talk about your channel, anything that you are inspired to share. Connie says, I'm working on my temperature blanket and then I will work on my first shawl design. Oh gosh, Connie, that is so exciting. Cannot wait. Pam says she is still working on her Grafcan and today pulled back out her Tunisian project that she's doing with Jada and Stitches 2022 calendar blanket. You guys, I am so embarrassed. You know what? The oldest technically whip that is still on a hook is a Jada and Stitches blanket from 2019. Yep, that's before I even started YouTube. The blanket is finished. All the appliques are made. Half the appliques are on the blanket, but the other half still need to be added. But it is right here. I could actually touch the basket that it's in. So shame on me, but that is on the must complete list for 2022. So you guys hold me accountable. But I love Jada and Stitches, Pam, so I know you're enjoying that project with her. Jean says, McDonald's iced coffee in my cup and cross stitching. Love the ice cold coffee. The other day, why did I go? Oh, I do know. So Tuesday, I did go to the hospital and I had some tests done and some blood work. And long story short of things, there was a mishap and the nurse accidentally pulled the needle out of my arm. I'm on blood thinner, so I don't need to tell you what a nightmare that was. But anyway, I ended up passing out. And so after they held me for a while, they're like, please go get something to eat and drink. Because, anytime you have blood work done, you can't eat or drink. So I went to McDonald's and tried to order me a frappe to get a little bit of sugar going in my system. And of course, their frappe machine was down. So sad. So I ended up having an ice cold coffee, Jean, and it was just as amazing. And let me just tell you, kudos to this young girl. She couldn't have been but in her early 20s, and she felt so bad. I mean, I didn't tell her why I was there and why I was even getting it, but her face, I guess my face and the disappointment of the frappe, because it seems like every time I do go for a frappe, which is usually about once every 2 months now, their frappe machine is always broken or always down. And so just that disappointment on my face. And she's like, well, if you want, I can make you an ice cold coffee and I can put the caramel and the whipped cream on top. I said, I'm not really a fan of the whipped cream, but I said, if you'll add the caramel, then we'll call it done and even. So she really made it special for me. And she didn't have to do that. So that was really sweet. Hello, Kelly, and welcome in. So glad you're here with us. And Mare says, hey, Lisa, Pat, Jen, Cynthia, Shirley, Sanita, Jean, Melissa, Pam, Connie, and anyone I missed. Thank you for that, Mare. And Connie says that she is doing good. She can't wait for y'all to come live with me. Oh, thank you. She's referring to Trish and I are going live with her on May 19th at 10:30 Central Time in the morning and 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So we are looking forward to it. And Connie, I actually talked to my boss today and told him, I said, I might be just coming in a tad bit late, but when I told him what was going on, he was just like, I know you'll make up your time. So I go in at 1 o'clock that afternoon, so I should have plenty of time. Kim says, I got one of my best bargains ever on my massive 9x12-ish navy blue and cream rug a month ago on Wayfair, 88% off. Oh my gosh, Kim, that is amazing. She says, warehouse blowout plus, you see that, you guys? 10% discount. Original price was $1,100 and she paid $170. Oh my gosh, Kim, that is amazing. Yay. Thank you for sharing that. What a positive outcome for you. Hello and welcome in, sweet Angela. So glad you're here. And she says, hello, Cynthia, praying weather treated you well. It is still going on, Angela. So we are just kind of taking tonight and going with the flow. If it knocks us off, it knocks us off. But if not, we're here for the long haul. Thank you, Lisa. She's telling me to stay safe. Connie says the rain we got last night scared Alley Cat. Yes, when I came home from work today, I found the dogs hovering in the bathroom. I was like, bless their heart. They are not having any part of it. Nobody was home to comfort them. So they've been kind of close by the heels ever since I've been home. And now they're with Mr. Joyful. Jean says that around 4, they had a heavy brief downpour in Lexington. So it's probably coming our way, Jean, and then heading towards your home. Yes, Jen. She says, wow, Kim, that is great on her deal. And Angela's saying hello to everyone in the chat. She just finished decorating 2 dozen sugar cookies for son's graduation party tomorrow. Bless your heart. I know you've got a lot on your plate right now this time of year, Angela, with all the school things coming to an end and all these major milestones for your kids. And they are so blessed to have a great mom like you that's just hanging in there for the long haul. But oh my gosh, it'll be so worth it. Hope you're getting lots of pictures. And again, thank you everyone for continuing to welcome everyone in. And we also have joining us Natural Nene 61. So glad you're here with us. Connie's got water in her cup. And Mare is congratulating Kim on her great deal. I hear you, Angela. She says, I'm going to get some red wine to wind down for the evening. Been a long week. Going to continue working on Stern's poncho. I got it right here, Angela. I am 5 rows away from finishing the border, and then I have to do the neckline, and it is done. Done. So hoping to have it done no later than Sunday. And Sunita says that work drained her, so she's just saying hi, and she's going to listen while she falls asleep. As always, Sunita, it is such a delight to have you here with us. So it just kind of makes my heart smile that you are going to sleep to all of us that are here. And so hopefully that will just send you right into sweet dreamland. Mare says that she is drinking, or she just drank sparkling pineapple coconut zero cal water. That does sound delicious. And look at you, beautiful people, telling Sunita good night, hugging her out in case she dozes off on us. And Jen says, I have to work in the morning, so I'm hoping it doesn't go real late. We're really going to try not to, Jen, because like I said, Mr. Joyful and I still will have to pack the car when we get off. And we've got an early start as well. So, and since this is kind of a last minute opportunity, we also have to get into the front bedroom and pull out some of my makes to even be able to take. So I'm really, really excited. Kelly says, red, that would be good with some rum. Talking about her sweet, delicious water. Hello and welcome in, Starla the Crafty Chef. I do believe this might be your first time here, so welcome into the Joyful Creations family and all these wonderful, fabulous joy friends. They will love you up. Becoming Me says, thanks for the welcome. Working on test kits for, I don't want to mispronounce this. Is it Rachi Knits Coronet Peak Hat? Wow, I've not even heard of that. Sounds fun though. Hello and welcome in, M to the O to the B to the S, Yarnery and Cooking. So glad that you are here with us tonight. And everyone is continuing to welcome everyone in, or sweet dreaming Sunita out. All right, so I am getting caught up a little bit on the chat here, so I'm going to share what is in my cup and on my hook, and I just encourage you to do the same. Hello and welcome in, sweet Trish. How are you doing tonight? I tell you what, we had such a great time last night, and I do want to thank some of you who have sent me some emails throughout the day today, and I was able to get them all answered back out to you within 24 hours. So whoop, whoop for that. But thank you so much for your compliments on the show last night with Trish and myself. And yes, one of you asked, am I relieved that Trish is going to give us some more time for the Stearns Poncho? And Angela and I and all those other ones that are participating say absolutely. Kelly says, oh my gosh, wow, Cynthia, I am on blood thinners too, so I get that. Yeah, it was quite a show. I felt so bad for the nurse. It looked like I had just massacred her. So, and she felt awful for pulling that needle out. We've got the Paw Ply guys here with us. Welcome in, Daniel, Ash, Oslo. And again, everyone is continuing to say hello to each other. Thank you for that. It truly makes my heart smile. Kelly says, Cynthia, have you tried the Cinnabon coffee from Taco Bell? No. And she says they have an ice one too. Oh my gosh, no. But you know what? There is a tomorrow morning that's going to be an early craft day. So I have to have coffee of some kind. It will be the Taco Bell way. Thank you for sharing that, Kelly. I'll have to try to remember to make a note to come back and give my opinion on it to next Friday. And Connie says, usually it's the ice cream machine down because they don't clean it, right? But here in little old Newberry, for some reason, they just seem to have a really hard time making frappes. And Cynthia really loves a good frappe. I'm sorry? Oh, Mr. Joyful says it's because of the ice cream that goes in it. Okay. All right. Pam says, I was trying to do a video this morning and it was thundering so loud I gave up. Oh my gosh, Pam, I tell you what, we've just got these bad storms rolling through, don't we? Well, I hope you're able to get that video completed so we can all enjoy it. Connie says, Kelly, McDonald's tinkered with the machine and the cleaning process takes a really long time. They are actually being sued over this. Mr. Joyful was telling me something about that too. But I think he's coming to tell y'all. Welcome, Mr. Joyful.
Hello. It has to do with the franchise owner has to have a certain machine. It has to be serviced to the company. And part of the cleaning process is the machine will boil the ice cream mix in it, pasteurize it. And if it doesn't complete the pasteurization process, it goes into error mode and locks the machine down. And a lot of times it's because they have too much mix in it. And also the error codes the machine gives you are kind of wonky. people in the store, they can't read the error code, so they have to call the service guy, and the service guy has to service it. So they get charged money, but that's good.
I'm smiling at you because he opened my studio door, and oh my gosh, he surprised me with the most amazing dinner tonight. We had it was Chinese food, but it came off of a food truck, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. When he walked in the house, immediately I was like, ooh, something smells really, really good. And it was good. And then he opened the door just now to come talk to y'all, and that smell just come, drifting in. And I'm so full, though, I couldn't eat another bite. So we'll see what happens on movie night with sweet treats. I am drinking tonight out of my #Joyful mug that Mr. Joyful got me. And of course, he's got one that matches that says Mr. Joyful. And what I'm actually drinking is hot tea, of course. Y'all know that's my favorite. I do like it ice cold too, though. You just don't see me drink it ice cold very much. But tonight I am drinking from the name brand Yogi. Again, no affiliation to Yogi, just shouting out what I'm drinking. And I'm drinking the Vanilla Spice Perfect Energy Drink. And definitely need this with movie night in tow, and then a long night ahead of us and a long day tomorrow. So I'll be drinking anything that's going to give me energy. All right. Hello, sweet VJ. Welcome in, my sweet joy friend. She says, hello, everyone. Thank you for the happy mail, Cynthia. Did you say you ordered the wrong bags? I'm not sure that I ordered the wrong bags. I'm not sure what you mean by that, love. And everyone is welcoming VJ in. Connie says, Kelly, the biscuit used to be a McDonald's manager. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Connie, I know Mr. Joyful, when he first started out after high school, he worked for quite some time. Well, he might have worked a little in high school. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I got to allow time for people to come up to. Go ahead.
So I first started McDonald's back in 85.
Oh, wow.
86.
So you were just a baby.
Yeah, that's a baby.
Because you graduated in 89.
Yeah. I pushed myself too hard, made myself sick because I was doing schoolwork and closing. I had to quit, and I went back toward into high school.
He was saying that he pushed himself very hard during that time because he was trying to do schoolwork and work at McDonald's as well. But he kind of had to. I hope it's okay I share this. That he kind of had to leave home at an early age, him and his brother, and so they literally were on their own at 16, 17 for you.
I was like 16.
16, and his brother was 18. Yeah. So he kind of had to work, but he got really sick during that time because of trying to manage all of it. But
I got to work corporate McDonald's. I love corporate McDonald's.
He said he worked for corporate McDonald's. I'm not really sure what that means. We might have to do a My Joyful Life episode sometime and let you talk about that because we're running out of time tonight. But yeah, so, and he loved it, he said. So Connie, you may know better about what he's talking about, you and Frank, but that's a story I would like to hear too. Mare says, I'm doing a row of edging on my soon-to-be finished virus shawl. A little sparkle to glit the lily was just what it needed to take it from nice to special. Oh my gosh, that does sound special, Mare. And Kelly says, so Connie, he has the inside scoop. Laugh out loud. And then Angela says, to me, Cynthia, you have a very soothing voice. I still love listening to your Morning Joy blogs during my lunchtime. Oh, thank you, Angela, for the compliment. And then also, I'm so glad that you are enjoying the Morning Joy blogs. I do appreciate all the comments and the emails and text messages, even and Facebook Messenger messages that I've been getting about the Morning Joy blogs. You guys, I appreciate that encouragement. And some of you have actually been asking about the Bible study. It's been kind of a hot topic this week, actually. And I was just talking about it again with another one of you that I had the pleasure of speaking with on the phone this afternoon for the first time. So that was exciting. But anyway, the Bible studies are coming. I am trying to be better equipped and prepared for those, meaning that I'm trying not to do the study and the background information and all of that and record, edit, and get it up all in 1 week. So I'm trying to actually go through the whole book. We're going to start Joshua. We're going to start the first Wednesday in June, and it will take us 12 weeks to go through it. There's 24 chapters in it. And then while I have YouTube sharing out the Joshua Bible study, I will then begin researching and studying for the next one. So for those of you that's your cup of tea, that is coming. Just be patient with me and give me a little bit more time. Also, that's going to take me right into the recipe video. It is very close to the very end. I've been really just overwhelmed with getting everything done for this baby shower. That has taken a lot of my time. And also some personal things that I have going on, just following up before my doctor's appointment next week. And so it is coming. I appreciate your patience, and who knows, maybe it'll be here just in time for you to try some of these wonderful recipes out for the summer. But it is coming, you guys, I promise. Thank you so much for your patience. And yes, Trish, I agree. We are looking forward to our time with Connie in a couple more weeks. All right. Becoming Me said, got a double India Pale Ale in my glass. I'm not sure what that is, but that sounds really good and really fancy. Connie says, Kelly, yep, when they say the machine is broken, it's code for the machine needs to be cleaned. That's what Mr. Joyful keeps telling me too. But nonetheless, my heart, it struggles to find the smile because it really had its heart set on that frappe, ice cream, whatever. Tiffany says, hello, dear VJ. How you've had a good day. Love your Happy Mail video from yesterday. Your excitement made me smile. Oh, that's so sweet. It is exciting to see other people happy. And Mare is sharing, Kelly, it did taste great with Malibu coconut rum added. I hear you. Right, Jean? Taco Bell, here I come, she says. Me too. Connie said that Frank found out about the lawsuit via YouTube for McDonald's. Hello, sweet Candy. Welcome in, Miss Chocolate. And Kelly says, I know, Cynthia, I just saw it on their website and I haven't got to try it yet, but I am getting the hot one as soon as possible. Me too, in the morning. VJ was telling Tiffany, thank you. And she says she is doing well and asked how you're doing, Tiffany. Lisa says she can't wait to see what Mr. Joyful's bringing for dessert later. Hello and welcome in, Grammy Colleen Crochet. So glad to have you here. And Kelly says, Connie, I was making a joke, laugh out loud, inside scoop. The ice cream. You know what? I completely missed that too, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you for coming back and keeping us straight. Oh, that's a good laugh. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone saying hello, Mr. Joyful. Hello, Liz. Welcome in. So glad you're here with us. Hello, sweet Megan. How are you? And thank you, everyone. As always, you're continuing to welcome everyone in as they're coming in. Tiffany says, now I want Chinese food instead of our planned pizza. Laugh out loud. Kelly said, Red, I thought it would. I haven't had alcohol in years, so I'd probably be drunk on one. Laugh out loud. Okay. And again, everyone is continuing to say hello. Thank you for that. Kelly says, Chinese food sounds good for dinner, but my son doesn't care for it. That's the hard part when you really want something and the other folks that you have to eat with are just not great fans of it. Right, Trish? The Cinnabon coffee sounds yummy. I agree. We'll be trying it in the morning. Oh, Megan, so I might be getting close. So you guys, movie night might be up in the air because Megan lives very close to me. She says they were out of power an hour ago when the short storm rolled in. So I'm just a little bit off from where she's at. So it might be coming soon. So we'll just, again, we'll try to go with the flow. Maybe it'll come in and go between this time and movie night. Hello, Nana Michelle. Welcome in. So glad you're here. Welcome, Starla. Oh, I apologize, Starla. I did already welcome you in, didn't I, love? She says she is drinking ice water and working on a baby blanket, and you can never be welcomed in enough. So welcome in anyway. Trish says she's going to have to pay a visit to Taco Bell in the morning. Yes, yes, yes. VJ is asking Jean, how big do you make your which way filet blankets? And may I ask, how much do you charge? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Kelly. She says she is interested in the Bible, so that will be fun. We are going to be doing Joshua. And then as I was telling Christy earlier today, I am not sure if we're going from Joshua to Hebrews or to James, but it will be one of those two. Mare says, Kelly, I added a dash, which I doubt would make a difference to most people. And at the end of a week, a glass of wine or frosty beverage helps me de-stress and unwind. Absolutely. Jean says, VJ, I use Bernat Baby, and I think 3-weight charged 40, but have gone up to 50, and they sell as soon as they are made. Thank you, Jean, for sharing that information out to VJ and to anyone else who may have been interested. Shirley says, I am back. Had to go get granddaughter. Well, we're glad you're here with us, Shirley. Kelly says, Red, I didn't mean I don't drink, laugh out loud. I just haven't had it in a long time because of meds, but I'm thinking that drink is sounding really good. Hello, sweet Christy. She says, hello, everyone. Just slipped in. So glad you're here, love, and enjoyed our conversation today. Jen says, Kelly, they say alcohol affects the meds, so maybe they would work better with a little kickstart. And VJ says, sounds good. I'm going to add a little Kahlua to my hot chocolate. All right. And Jean said, because I don't drink alcohol, I've been given the job of driving the drinkers to their motels tomorrow night. That's the best job, Jean. That was always my job too. And you know what? I always felt good making sure everyone got where they needed to be and they were tucked in safely. So kudos to you, my friend. Angela says, oh, VJ, haven't had Kahlua in a while. I may have to go get some. And VJ says, I ordered Chinese for myself and chicken wings and fries from the appetizer menu for my granddaughter. See, it's just a Chinese night. And Mare says, I love Chinese, but since most of it is fried, it's not great for my waistline. So I do a saute, healthier version to satisfy my hankering for Chinese. So mine was, I had the rice with the yum yum sauce. So of course there was probably lots of calories in the yum yum sauce. But then I get actually sauteed shrimp and scallops. And that's what I had. And then I had these most amazing carrots. And they were just like, you know, your mom or your grandmother would make. They were just like little medallions. But oh my gosh, they were so soft and so good. Oh, yummy, yummy. Thank you, Jen. She says, maybe the storms will go around you. That would be nice. Hello, Bree. Welcome in. How are you tonight, my joy friend? And Christy is saying hello to everyone. Okay, you guys, I've shared what's in my drink, and thank you for those of you that have been sharing what is in your cup and what is on your hook. Nana Michelle says, VJ, I love making that blanket. Maybe it will be a whip in my future. I haven't made that in a while. Look at there. Look at there. Sweet. It's so much fun to do projects with each other, isn't it? VJ says, Nana Michelle, Racine and I are doing a make-along on which way fillet. Please join us. There you go. Kelly says, Red, I love Chinese, but a lot of times it makes me very sick because a lot of Oriental food has MSG in it. Very true, Kelly. Mr. Joyful and I usually have it about 4 times a year, once every 3 months. Trish says she's craving Indian food. Christy says, thank you, Cynthia. I enjoyed visiting with you as well. I'm really excited about the Joshua study. Oh, thank you so much. I am too, Christy. And yes, I enjoyed our little visit today. Kelly says, Wilma, me too. Always designated driver, but at least I get a free soda all night, right? Oh, I know, Angela. It just is not the same without the yum yum sauce. Grammy Colleen says, Kelly, I love it too, but it makes me flare. Most of our loves in life do, don't they? She says, my son requested an all-black queen-size blanket. Any suggestions? Oh, excellent question there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the link really quick. So if anybody would like to come up and share, as long as the weather is going to play nice, we will be able to do that. So that link is already going out. Kelly says to Trish, I've never tried Indian food, but would like to. Let's go. There you go, ladies. Christy says, oh, I love Indian tacos. Excuse me, you guys. Chinese food. Shirley says, I just ate. Okay. So I've dropped the link for anyone that would like to come up and share what's on their hook. And Angela and Trish, I know, Trish, you're already done with your Stearns poncho. Angela, oh, bless your heart. I hope you can get it done. She's had her hands full with all the activities going on with the kids this week. I am almost done. I got a little bit more done last night, and you can see I'm not able to hold it, so it looks like it's uneven, but it's not. I'll do my best to try and make it even. But the back side is longer. Yeah, it still looks uneven. I promise it's not. It's just the way I'm having to hold it. But the back side is a little bit longer than the front side. And so all I have left to do is the border around it, and then the border that goes around the neckline. So I am literally 9 rows away from finishing. So maybe that will happen tonight. If not, guess what I will be working on tomorrow while I'm just sitting around trying to sell crochet. Oh, yum, Shirley. She said she just made coffee for movie night. Trish says, Kelly, if you like spice food, it is so delicious. And Wanda said, I love Chinese food, but I need to avoid as much as possible a lot of starch and sugar. And Trish says, I might make some India food on my next day off. Oh, Trish, you need to do a video while you do that. That would be exciting and fun. And you guys, I'm going to welcome in my sweet joy friend, Miss Lisa from
Hey,
Australia. How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great. You look wonderful.
It's cold.
Is it cold?
There's snow up in the mountains somewhere, I think.
Wow.
You always know when it's cold.
It's so amazing when you go across the pond in different directions what the weather changes. We're kind of moving into, May's, well, they say April showers bring May flowers, but we're still having lots of rain and we're moving into hot weather. Last night at 9 p.m., it was still 81 degrees outside. I'm not personally complaining, but other folks, that's a little bit warm
Yeah.
for them. And here you are with snow. So tell us.
We're going from autumn to winter, so we're on our last month of autumn, and then next month we're in winter. So we start
Wow.
about May getting the cold weather. It's cold that my hands are so cold. I've got to try and warm them up. It's hard to
Well,
knit.
hold your hands and warm them up.
It's hard to knit when you've got cold hands.
Yes, it is. I agree.
So, but I wanted to get up so you can see the dishcloths.
Yes.
I don't know if the
Hang on,
colours.
let me put you up single.
Yeah, the green that does have A on it. I don't know if you can see it.
Can you maybe turn it like you're almost turning it sideways?
Hang on, I'll get a different colour. Maybe this one here. This one you might be able to see a bit better.
Yes, we can. That looks nice. Oh,
That's
wow.
the A and the B. The A and the B are done in the green, so it makes it hard to see. There's the D.
That looks good. We can see it. Love that border around it too.
That's a knit one, purl one.
Okay.
And then when you turn around to come back this way, you do the knit one, purl one. So it makes this. It's called the sand stitch. So then when you come into to start here, you do your 5 rows of knit one, purl one, and then you knit, and then you do your pattern. Then when you turn around to come back this way, which is the back, you do the sand stitch, and then you purl, then you purl back, and then that's how you get that effect.
That is great.
And then we got this color in. There's the E.
Oh, I love that color. It's like a sage, and the E
Yes,
beautiful.
I got the F in that one as well, and then there's my G in orange.
Hang on, I'm gonna put you back on. Hello, Pam. Hi. Oh wow, that came out really great. Love that bright orange too.
Yeah, and then I'm up to doing. I do have There's one other color here. K and L are in this color.
Oh, wow. Those are really coming out great, Lisa. You're great at knitting.
I try my best. So I'm up to doing. See, the green's a bit hard to see because it's the color green, but
right.
That does have M on it.
Oh, actually, I can see it when you turn it just like that. I can see the M.
Yeah. It's hard to see when it's in a dark color. But I've noticed I did a whole bunch of these.
Was it hard to see when you're looking at it like yourself? I know on the camera it is, but is it hard to see it when you're
when I look at it, I can see it really good.
Oh, well, then that's what matters.
And but it's you guys. It's hard to show you guys and my color in my room isn't the best on. It's just trying to see if you can. You see, you can't see. You have to go this way. Yeah.
Right.
So that is an M, but it's just hard to see when you do a dark color. It's just working out. I think I need just to do bright colors in these ones to make it look. And see, and then you might be able to see the B. Look, I'm not sure.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
See, and I'll do the whole lot in the alphabet. I'll do every single alphabet in that one, and then I'll do the I did for a friend one with a paw print on a footprint on it, like a baby's footprint, which I'm not sure if I've got. Oh no, it's on the other side of the room, and then it's got a love heart as well, and. I'm not sure if you've seen the ones I did last time. I did these ones. I'll show you.
Lisa, while you're pulling those out, let me tell you that a lot of people are saying that they really like your squares. You did a great job. They're beautiful. And Sunita says that when she hears you talk, she thinks of Wentworth.
There's the Christmas. That's a Christmas present.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. That is, oh my gosh, that is amazing.
And then there's the a Christmas tree.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And then there's this one has the Christmas stocking.
Yeah, I see it.
See,
I do too now. Yep, and I see the little loop at the top. Yes.
Yeah. And then this is the footprint one I was telling you about.
Oh, yes, I love that.
But I did this one in a cream and a pink and the pale blue and a white.
Oh, wow.
Because a friend of mine's got a couple of children coming, grandchildren. And then this one, I'm not sure if you can see what it says.
Says cat. Yes. Yeah. Love it.
And this is the white one, but there was a couple of mistakes on this one.
Well, don't tell mistakes.
But you wouldn't notice it unless I point it out.
Now I'm not quite seeing what that one is.
This one is the footprint one.
Okay. Now when you held it just like that, I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you hold it like that, I can see it perfect.
Yeah.
And yeah, you cannot tell any mistakes, so don't point them out.
That's what I'm not doing, because unless you're so that one was going to go to a friend, but because I know there's mistakes there, I redone it again.
Bless your heart.
Because I like to make sure that I like to do spot on, not.
Sure you do, yes.
Especially when they're going for a baby, I want to make sure they're spot on.
Right.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to welcome J Bug Creations by Julie in real quick. All right, go ahead.
That's all that I've got to show.
Well, thank you. I hope you'll hang around up here on the panel with us for a little bit. We're going to let Miss Pam talk, and as I'm getting her back on, hello, Pam. How are you?
Hi, Pam.
I just want to say thank you to all of those that complimented on my poncho. And Angela, you asked if I am color coding around the border, and I am not. That is just how it is working out. So
she froze.
I'm just.
Or did I freeze?
Uh-oh. Did we freeze?
No, I can see you.
Okay. Hello, Miss Pam. How are you?
I am good.
What is in your cup and on your hook, my friend?
Okay, so Dr. Pepper is in my cup.
Oh, yum.
I wanted to show you this. You were talking about how you had your J. So instead of like stopping after you square.
So it's being done as one solid piece.
Yes. So I'm just the honey.
That is gorgeous.
So then I went straight into the Tunisian knit. So mine's just going to be one big long project.
Right. Oh my gosh, that is nice. I love those colors too, by the way.
Thanks. All right, and I wanted to show you this graph again, how far I've got on it. I showed it last week. Stars are done.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That is nice.
That is so nice.
And I told somebody last night I had a blue zillion ends to weave. So that's how many a blue zillion is.
Right.
I did. But anyway, yeah.
That was Trish who said, I'm sure it's not that many, but that is a lot.
So
I'm going to ask you to repeat what you just said because you kind of went in and out.
Oh, well, I hear another coming. So about 20 more rows, I think. No, 15 more rows.
Doesn't it seem like the closer you get to finishing a project, the harder it is, or like the longer it takes to finish it?
Yep.
Yep.
It's the same in knitting. The when you think you're getting to the end, feels like it's taking ages.
Right. I was telling my husband, I was like, I'm on the border. Yay. And it's like, I'm still on the border. And he's like, well, how much more you got? I said, I still have a lot to go. It seems like it's taken forever, but yeah.
I told my
It's
friend,
that way with most projects.
this may not get a border. I have a border. I designed a border, and my first one has a border. But this one, I think it looks pretty good without it.
It does.
And I find too, like with I did a whole heap of the ABC squares for my niece's little girl. I did it in the variegated colour,
Right.
and I had to go back and do the same letters again in plain. It didn't turn out like it should have. You couldn't see the letter.
Oh, wow. And
Yeah.
what color was that?
I did a variegated in a pink. It had like a
Okay.
pink, the blue, a pink, the light pink, the darker pink, and then into a purple, and it just didn't show up like it does in the plain colours.
So that kind of sparks a question. When it comes to like the, because the purl stitches are the ones that make it kind of raised, correct?
Yes.
So when it comes to doing purling, do you often find that using variegated yarn kind of interferes with that picture design?
It does with the pictures, and I find to me it interferes with it, whereas with a plain one, like you said, it is better. I don't even. Oh, I'll do a variegated one. I've got variegated wool there. I'll do one. And that's what I'm going. I'm trying to work that out because I think I said last time when I was on you, I wanted to try the middle bit.
Right.
Middle bit, and I sort of tried, but I don't know what I was doing, so I thought I'll just do a plain and then I'll go back and redo again because I was watching Crystal from Bag a Day. She was doing something in her crocheting about carrying that skein over. But I don't know whether you do the same in knitting as well. So I tried, but it was getting hooked up, so I'm going to keep trying again.
Right. Well, that's
and
like
see
the
how it
Elvis
goes.
blanket. It has about, I can't remember right now because it's been a minute since I've been in it, but it's either got 6 or 8 skeins attached to it. So I'm only carrying yarn so far because the colors are switching so much, especially from the main color to the frame I'm putting around it, Elvis's face. So rather than continually carrying all those colors across, I've got it going in various points. But you're right, it's very hard to keep it from getting tangled, especially when you go to turn the work. You got to make sure you're turning each skein. Otherwise, it is a hot mess.
I go on a live on Monday night my time with Ursula from OMG Granny Square, and Linda from the UK will come up on the panel as well. So Monday night for me, she'll be up, so I'll get on and I'll wait for Linda to come up, and I might ask her because she knows how to knit as well.
Okay.
So
tell me that again. You're having Linda come on when?
On Monday night, we go to OMG Get Granny Square, which was Monday night for me, but Sunday, it'd be Sunday time for you guys. I'm not sure what time, but I know for OMG Granny Square, it's about 12 o'clock South African time, and it's 8 o'clock Melbourne time for me on Monday night. And I think Linda's about 11 hours behind me, which is probably make her about 9 o'clock in the morning, I think. Or I can't, the time's throwing me out. I just know.
So what time in the morning is it for you right now?
For me right now, I am nearly 10:15.
Okay. So
Sunita's saying that she's not going to be on Monday.
Oh. Did you hear that, Lisa?
Yeah, Ursula will be on this Monday night. She wasn't on Monday night, just gone.
Oh, okay.
Because the last Saturday of the month, she does a couple of lives. So that Monday straight after that last Saturday, she's not on. Because I happened to catch. Oh, sorry, Pam, I didn't hear what you said. You're cutting out.
Sorry. She said that Ursula had eye surgery.
Oh, okay. She probably. Oh, well, okay. So won't. Okay, I haven't spoken to Ursula since Sunday morning when I quickly got onto Granny D's live at 5 o'clock a.m. here.
Whoa, that's early.
Only because I had to take my daughter to work, so our buses don't start till nearly 6:30, 7:15.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right. So yeah. So I hadn't spoken since then. So obviously she
I didn't know somebody in the chat mentioned it. So
Yeah. All right. So she won't be on, but I can always try and I can email Linda anyway. But normally my time on a Monday night it's 8 o'clock here because our time went back where US went forward.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
So normally if we're in daylight savings, Ursula's 9 hours behind, but she's 8 hours behind now since we've gone back.
Ladies, real quick, I want to hug Kelly out. She left about 5 minutes ago, so she's probably gone. But in case she comes back and catch the replay, just wanted to wish her a happy weekend. Lisa, so if you find out from Ursula, and it is going to happen, if you don't mind sending me a quick email, then I will try to drop it on my community tab as well and try to help folks get over there.
She normally does every Monday. It's every Monday night for me because Ursula is a Monday as well. But I know she has said something about I'm not sure who it is that comes in live. They're about 5 o'clock in the morning in the US.
I was gonna say,
I'm not sure.
Monday night for you, it could very well be Sunday evening, early morning for us. Because from what it sounds like, you and I, you said it's about 10:15 there.
It is 10:15 now.
That's 10 hours difference from me because it's 8:15 on Friday night and 10:15 Saturday morning for you.
See, some people, this is what I try and let people know. Depending where you are in the US, you could be anything between 13 to 18 hours behind me.
Right, right.
So
what time does she normally do it?
Normally it's for me it's 8 o'clock.
Okay, and you've said that a couple of times, so I apologize for that.
No, that's okay. But if daylight savings is on, it's around 9. Oh, there you go. Look, Sunita's saying Ursula is 6 a.m. Eastern Standard, 5 a.m. Central Standard. That's what I'm saying. I'm late at night where some of the people from the US are waking up.
Right, right.
I knew someone was 5 o'clock.
Now, I do watch Ursula's channel, but usually I'm catching replays.
Yeah.
So you said she normally goes live every Monday morning?
Yeah, it's about lunchtime, her time, about 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And I think she did say the US is only a couple of hours behind her, whereas you're more behind me being further further away. But if I lived in Western Australia, they're 2 hours behind me, so there'd only be less time there in front of you guys.
Okay.
And so then if I go to New Zealand, they're 2 hours ahead of me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying Lisa's channel. I've just kind of been watching as I've been working on the Stearns poncho because, as y'all know, one of my goals for 2022 is to pick my knitting needles up again. And Lisa, I think I've asked you this question before, but for those that may not have been there for that conversation, will you share real quick for knitting the types of things that you use the circular needles more for versus the straight needles?
All right, hang on. I'll just grab these ones. Now these.
I'm not putting you on the spot.
No, don't. I'm not the world's best knitting, but I do my best at what I do and what I know. Now these are my circular ones.
Okay. And now what size is that?
These are a 4.5. And these are good at making beanies. You can do scarves depending on how what size yarn wool you're using. And these ones here are my straight needles. And they're a size They're a size 4. So you can see
Right.
they're a size 4. And these are what I'm doing the dishcloths on, because that's what the pattern is saying about the pattern here. I'll show you up the top, just the top bit. It says a 4.
Yes.
Can you see the 4?
I do.
So that's what I'll use these ones for. And you
Okay.
can use the circular ones as well if you want to. It depends on each person to how they want to use. I use the metal ones. As you hear the metal.
Right.
I do have brought myself some new ones in bamboo because my local supermarket had some, so I picked them up. But I'm not using them until now. These go anything from a size 2, anything up to a size. I think the biggest is about a size 15.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do the 15, it's like I think you use. Is it a 12-ply wool or maybe 3 skeins of wool together? These do the same. These work from the same. I do have a size 7 in these, which I think is a. I'm not sure how to convert it over to US because being Australia, I go by. These are a 4.5, which I think is about a size 7 in US.
Yes. I was going to say, because that's the main size that I used when I was making like my dishcloths and stuff.
Yeah.
But, and that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't have a circular set. And since I'm going to want to try to start making Christmas stockings, I'm going to look for a 4.5 in circular needles or 7, however it's listed. But
I would normally
unless somebody has a better suggestion, because
I would normally, when I do the baby jackets, which I do have some on my channel, I would normally I used to do them on these ones, the straight needles. Now I go to this one.
Right.
Because with a 0 to 3 month old baby jacket, I use a size 4 needle, which would be probably a size 6 in the US, only because you start off with the 0 to 3 months, you start off with, I think it's 48 stitches. But by the time you do the pattern and you get to the next bit, then you jump up to about 100 stitches.
Wow.
So I find doing it on here, you've got the more space because you've got that room comparing to this. And then you've got to keep having to push them. Yeah.
So for someone who is not experienced like myself, do you find that the circular needles make it easier to not drop stitches as much as well? Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm wanting to get circular needles for the stockings, because I'm just so.
Yeah, I just think, to me personally, I think for those that want to start, I would go this way.
Now, you talked about you have metal and bamboo in the straight needle. What do you prefer better?
I haven't tried the bamboo one yet, and I'm going to try because I know I think is it Connie? I don't know if she's still on. I'm not sure if Connie uses the bamboo, but I do know Linda Simpson uses bamboo, and
I do know Linda uses bamboo. I'll have to ask Connie that. That's a good question.
So I know I have seen Connie do a knitting tutorial, but I can't remember what needles she's used. But I've only ever used the metal ones.
Okay. So let me ask you one other question. So since the needles are the same, but the sizes are different between US and Australia, if you had US needles, would that make it more difficult in doing your projects?
I don't think so. It'd be interesting to try though, but
there's a reason I'm asking. I'll have to send you and Connie both an email. I have a ton of straight needles that I have found over the last 17 years, but mainly when I first started, because that's how I started out, was knitting. And then I found crochet and fell in love, and it's been kind of history ever since. And knitting is just kind of taking a back burner. But I will never, ever use a lot of those straight needles, and I would
Mm.
much rather split them between you and Connie if that's something y'all are interested in,
Yeah.
and give
I've
them
never-
to you because they need a
I
better
think-
home because they're neglected here.
I've never, because that's what I have to keep looking up the saying. Some patterns are US and think, oh, size 7. What's that? I've got to look up to see what size 7. And then I realise, oh, it's only a size 4.5. And I'm thinking, but it's just, knowing, and then sort of knowing
Some are
too.
really long. Like, I'm like,
See,
how in the world can somebody use
this is
those?
our brand of wool
Right.
that I buy from my local yarn store called Spotlight. And seeing that on the back, it does, don't know if you can actually see, it does have the size needles, which is, it's hard to see on this one. It says the size 4mm needles, which is these ones.
Okay.
So, see, Grammy's going, I found circular at a Hobby Lobby for a great price. Yeah, you can pick them up at a good price. I mean, knitting needles, I shop around to see who's got the better price on them, because sometimes our Kmart is like your Walmart but doesn't sell grocery items unless you want lollies, packets of chips, but it's more clothing. They do have knitting needles, but sometimes you've got to be careful because they may not be, they're not metal, they're the plastic ones.
Now, these are all metal, and that's another thing. If there's anybody here, Sunita, you guys that do knit, Grammy, if there's a size that you're looking for, let me know, because like I said, I'd rather find a better home for these guys, just simply because they're not being used here.
This query about Cynthia, about whether you can send them in the mail.
Oh, true.
Because they might be classed as a dangerous object, because I wanted to send some nail polish to a friend in the US, and I was told I wasn't allowed to send it because it was classed as a dangerous item.
That's a good thing. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
Speaking
just
of
ask,
which,
ask first before you send anything like that.
That's very true, because my yarn, I ordered from Hobie for the first time ever. Been so excited, but now it's now going on, close to 6 weeks that I ordered, and my yarn's sitting in customs, and it's like, it's yarn. I'll even give you permission to hold it, smell it, whatever, but send it.
Yeah, I watched that video, and I'm thinking, I said to my younger daughter, I said, 4 weeks waiting for that yarn, I'd be jumping up and down.
But I did get in touch with them, and they got back in touch with me, and they apologized that, it's taken so long, but it is in customs, and hopefully it will make its way here soon. So
see, now since COVID, I think a lot of customs have cracked down just in case, the wool can cover drugs, knives, whatever. So I think they've been precautious, but that's just going overboard.
Right.
Like you say, it's yarn. I want it.
They did that with my Inkari alpaca.
Oh, really?
Yep, they kept it. I think it took it 6 weeks before customs released it. But then when I ordered from them the next time, I had it within like a week and a half.
Oh, wow.
Well, I agree with what Mayor's saying that you got up there. You can lose stitches on metal ones, but I don't knit fast anyway, and I try not to drop stitches, but occasionally you drop one. That's why sometimes I'll knit on my circular one, depending on what I'm knitting.
Yeah, I knit slow.
Really? Oh, I'm sure I will be too, because it's been a long time. It's probably been 15 years since I've held a knitting needle.
Well, I'm trying to teach my younger one to knit, but the worst thing is I'm right-handed. She's left-handed.
Wow.
And it's, I've just had to unpick what she did because it did my head in because of what she's done. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of plastic needles either. Yeah, I break them too quick.
Speaking of which, let me ask all your opinion. I don't even know if you can see it. I talked to a couple people about it already, but I got a furls hook, and actually, Mr. Joyful, this is part of my Mother's Day, but I ordered it in a 4mm, and look how, I don't know if you can, let me all the frills needles that I have, the bow right here is really thick. And I don't know if y'all can really see that, but this one's like really thin and there's a lot of
Ooh.
give in it. And I got it to do amigurumi in, but I'm afraid that if I go to do amigurumi in that, and I mean, even when I hold up the other ones, I mean, you can just see how the bow of the neck there is so much thicker that to me, this was just too much to not use. So I'm wondering if I should ask them if this is just common because it's a smaller hook, or if maybe this one just got, and you can't really tell it, but it's kind of bowed a little bit even. But I mean, if it has that much play with my finger, can you imagine what cotton yarn would do to that?
Mm-hmm.
Break it?
So, yeah.
I think
So,
it's pretty thin, but that's where the millimeter is measured at, but I may be wrong. But
okay.
that seems a little bendy.
It does. So if I use it, if that's the case, if I use it, I think what I'll just use this for is like if I'm doing like a lacy shawl or something that's kind of like a 1 or 2 weight, and then save, my metal hooks for my amigurumis. But
yeah,
because y'all know I
VJ
still love my Lether Co hooks, my wooden hooks. That's what I'm using on my Stearns poncho is one of my Lether Co's. So
that's pretty.
But yeah, and they're ergonomic hooks too. So
yeah, when I'm doing my my scrap blanket, I'm using this one.
let me come in. Okay.
And that's a 6 millimeter. And then I was thinking if I just got this one.
Oh wow, that's really big. Yeah.
That's a size 7.
Okay.
And then my biggest this is a size 12.
Oh wow. Now, is that metal? That looks plastic.
And it looks plastic, but it feels metal.
Oh wow.
This one I think is more like a plastic, but they look plastic, but it's metal.
Oh wow, those are cool though. Who makes those? I've never seen those.
Tell you the truth, I don't know.
And it's curious to know if they're more, on your side of the pond, or if that's just
these ones. These two here. This one I brought at my local Kmart store.
okay. You still have Kmart's?
Yeah,
I
and
love Kmart's.
Me too.
That's their brand, but this one and this one I got from a magazine.
That was pretty. Nice.
This one's a size 4.
Cool.
And if I want to cast off like a from my from baby jackets, I use this because they're done on a size 4 needle, and I'll cast off with this because it gives it a nice edging along the bottom.
Oh wow.
That one. But most of these two, I'll show you these two here. These two here. This is a 6.5, and that's an 8. This one's an 8. Were brought from my local yarn shop.
Those are nice.
So I haven't tried these ones yet, but they do feel good for my hand with the way I hold the hooks.
I got one like that through Crochet Society, and yes, when you hold it, it's very comfortable, and also it does not hurt your hands.
That's what I found with this one because I use it a lot. I find it doesn't hurt my hands and it's not rubbing.
Right.
And I find getting a nice hook, I'll show you why. See my little fingers?
Oh, yeah.
And because they get in the way of whatever I do, as you can tell, I try and find something that fits nicely with my fingers.
Right.
To compare to to compare to using this one, I have which
Yep.
is a different grip to when I use this one.
Yep. You can see. Yes.
Yeah. It's just a trial and error that I do to what I try and do with my fingers. But whereas with the knitting needle, it's different because they're longer.
Right. Right.
It's
I
just
thank everyone for their comments about the Furls hook, and I'm not going to take time to read them because we're getting well in, and I've got 30 minutes before my next movie night starts, and Mr. Joyful and I have a few things to get ready. But thank you so much. I did read through all of your comments, and I will see what they say. Yes, Miss Mayor, I do know that. Not everybody here may know that, so I'm going to put your comment on the screen. She says she is a hook killer when she does amigurumi. She says she would snap that hook in no time.
I hear you. There's nothing for me with a needle like this being straight.
Right.
And in a couple of weeks' time, it will be bent.
Wow.
And then I'll have a cousin say to me, "How do you work with that needle like that?" I just do because it's fit to my hand.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I do love the resin hooks as well.
That's why I don't buy plastic ones, because I know I'll snap them and break them. And
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just saying hooks.
You have to say it again, babe. You kind of went in and out.
Sorry. I said I tried the prim hooks.
You didn't like them?
I haven't tried them.
Oh, you haven't? I haven't either. In fact, to be honest, I've never even seen them. I've heard about them, and I've heard people talking about them, but I've never seen them, and I've not tried them either.
For me to get the prim hooks, is it the Susan Bates and the one that you just had up, Cynthia? I have to order them in.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, because I know the local shop I go to, they don't sell them, so I have to get them to order them in or go on Amazon or through the company to get them, and it's just way too expensive at the moment with mail to have them sent.
Right. Yeah, that's shipping. Oh my gosh. So, although I have to tell you, that little happy mail that I sent you, it did not cost that much.
No, I was surprised. I was surprised when I got it for.
Wasn't it?
Okay.
So yeah.
And that goes everywhere with me.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
And just reminds me of you each time I see it.
Oh, makes my heart smile. All right. I do need to share out a couple more things real quick. We did have a couple birthdays this past week, so I hope that everybody was able to go over and tell them happy birthday. And if not, down in the description box below, their links are there for those videos. But last Sunday on May the 1st, HD with Handmade Crafts had a birthday. And on Tuesday, Christine Torres had a birthday on May the 3rd. And if you don't think I have your birthday, please drop your birthday in the comment section or go to my About page and get my email. One of these days, I'm going to remember to put my email address on a banner. Oh, you know what? I think I did. You know what? I think I did finally do that. I did. Look at there. So there's my email address. If you don't have it, it is on my About page. But let me know when your birthday is so that we can put a special birthday video out for you, and all of the Joy friends can come together and leave you wonderful joy messages on your special day.
That's what makes it funny for me. When you put them up, it's their birthday, your day, but it's
the next day for you. Oh, yeah.
And then they go, and it's so funny. They say, but my birthday's today. I know.
I'll have to try to remember that for you, Lisa, because I didn't think about that. You know,
that's right. It's a belated birthday.
But you know what? Celebrate your birthday every day, because you are special every day. And yeah.
That's right. I still say happy birthday anyway.
I don't really have any new news on the traveling box of joy. As I shared last week, I had finally heard from Angela. She said she was going to just send the box back to me. Haven't heard any more on that. Haven't received the box. And I still haven't heard from Mama Swift or Rachel. So Rebecca. So I don't have any more news on those boxes either. So that is why there is not an update. There will not be a new update video on the traveling boxes until I can at least get one of the boxes moving. So thank you for your patience with that. And our Saturday shout out last week, of course, was to all of the folks that were joining my channel in that previous month. And we also did a shout out for Jeannie T, all about yarn, knits, and crochet. Honestly, I had not heard of her channel. And so we are very, very new friends. And of course, the reason we met is because she joined my family. And then I went over and checked out her channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's really a small channel. Let's give her a shout out. And so she's got an amazing channel. So I hope you'll go check her out. But here are some fun facts about Jeannie. She joined our YouTube community, you guys, not even a year ago yet. So it was last July that she joined the YouTube community. She put her first video out on February 6th of this year. So she is really new. So please go show some joy and throw some yarn in her window. But when I put her shout out, she had 103 subscribers. Today she has 111. And so that is awesome. And she said in summer of 2021, she discovered knitting and crochet blogs on YouTube. But she has been crocheting and knitting for a long time. She's been doing both for over 50 years. And she's real excited about sharing her work and tutorials. She learned to knit when she was 5. She learned to crochet when she was 12. And she loves meeting people. So definitely go over and say hello to her and check her channel out. Again, her link is listed below, as well as the shout out video that shows some clips through some of her videos. But yeah.
That's what I love about that, knowing when someone started learning the craft.
Yes, yes.
And when she's been over 50 years doing that, you think, oh, I can learn something more off you.
Right.
You know.
So
it's just exciting to meet new people and, learn new stuff.
it is exciting. It is exciting. And what's even greater about it is we might look at something, but somebody else sees it differently and can add something to it that we would have never thought of. So that's what I love about meeting everybody and getting their thoughts and opinions and stuff. And so, yeah. All right. Well, I am going to close this out with our Joy Basket moment. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently. So for those of you that are part of the Morning Joy blogs, I just ask for your patience because you have already heard this. But I'm going to come in on the tail end of my friend Trish last night. There was just some things that were going on. And if you didn't see that live, please check it out. We had a lot of fun last night. But instead of a question, she shared a little message from her heart over some things that have been happening. And I just kind of want to come in on the tail end of that. As you can see, my little, positive thought going across the bottom says, we can't always choose the music that life plays for us, but we can choose how we dance to it. And I completely agree with that. And so the devotion that came out for this morning was so amazing, and it kind of tied into what she was saying, and it definitely ties into this here, that we can't always choose what life brings our way, but how our attitude towards it, it can really affect the outcome. If we think negatively, if we think ugly thoughts, then the outcome is more than likely going to be ugly. But if we think joyful thoughts and we think positive, then the outcome is going to be a lot better. And so coming on top of that, how do we shape our thinking? Well, obviously we want to be more and more like Jesus every day. And today's devotion just really resonated with me. So oftentimes, myself definitely included. In fact, I'm just going to talk about myself in this one moment, because normally I don't like talking about myself, but I'm going to use myself as an example. We see somebody and we immediately judge them by what we see. And we don't take the time to look at what's in the inside. And most times, beauty comes from the inside out.
Yeah,
And
and
so today
Mm.
I was literally humbly, spiritually spanked, but thankful that God reminded us that beauty comes from the inside out. And so I do believe that what these see, what these hear, is what comes out of here and what comes out of your heart. And so I'm just going to share that devotion instead of the one that I normally do for Cup2Hook Conversations. So again, those of you that are part of Morning Joy blogs, thank you for your patience and hearing this for a second time today, but I do think it's worth it. And it was entitled Inside Out. And the Bible verse is 1 Samuel 16, verse 7. It says, "Don't judge by his appearance or height, for I have rejected him. The Lord doesn't see things the way that you see them. People judge by outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." And then it goes on to say, Lord, though scripture tells us that Jesus was nothing special to look at, I can only picture his as the most beautiful face that anyone has ever seen. Beauty pours from his heart so powerfully that it's blinding. Is that how you see, Father, from the inside out? So if that's the case, how do I look? I care about my appearance, Lord. I admit it. I spend time and money presenting the best image I can to the world. But if you turned me inside out, what then? Please do it, Father. Flip me around so that I see what matters to you. I want to invest in the image that you see. I'm going to get emotional. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, it then goes on to say, do you know that the Lord sees you from the inside out? So again, that literally humbly couldn't physically bring me to my knees because I can't get on my knees right now. Otherwise, I definitely wouldn't be able to get up, not having feeling and strength. But spiritually, it brought me to my knees because how quick we are to judge somebody by the way they look, the car they drive, the house they live in, the way they talk, the words they use, whether their hair is long or short, their body frame. I mean, there's so many things that we are so quick to just assume we know something, and we all know what assuming does. So I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
But to see people, to see each other the way God sees us from the inside out. So then that asks us to ask ourselves individually, what's on the inside? Is what is on the inside, is it worth coming to the outside? And if it's not, that's where we need to take a check. We need to dig deep inside ourselves and make sure that what is going to be brought out is worth people seeing. If not, then we need to work on it. And there's not a single one of us that doesn't have something that needs working on. If you're like me, I have a lot to work on in order to be beautiful on the inside. So I want to leave y'all with that. I do hope that everyone has an amazing weekend. If you are a mom, a grandmother, anyone that is taking care of children of any kind, they don't have to be yours. You don't have to have given birth to them. But if you are loving and nurturing a child of any kind, even if you are in charge of the babies and the beautiful, sweet little people in the church nursery, I would like to personally wish you a happy Mother's Day. I know that for some of us, because life is real and life is hard, for some of us, we've recently or in the past lost a mom, and it's hard. Every Mother's Day is still hard. For some of us, maybe you've lost a child, something a mother should never have to go through, but you have. My heart goes to you, but I am challenging you this Mother's Day to think about the relationship and the memories that you have with that person, and allow that joy to just resonate through you and put a smile on your face and a lightness to your heart. Don't be heavy. They're waiting for you. They are preparing, they are helping God prepare a place for you. They are far better off than any of us. So their wish for you would be to have an amazing Mother's Day. My kids, I'm not going to have any of them around, but they're right here. So I hope that if you get the opportunity to spend time with your children and your grandchildren, that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. But even if they're not with you, they're right here. So have a great weekend. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. Have an amazing week. I can't wait to see those of you that come around in the morning to visit with me and God as we have a quiet time together. And I definitely can't wait to come back and spend more time with you next Thursday and next Friday. And definitely share how the craft thing goes tomorrow morning. So anyway, Pam and Lisa, thank you.
And happy Mother's Day for you. For Monday, for me, because it'll be Sunday, and by next week, and the same with you, Pam. Happy Mother's Day for you, and I'll make sure I'll have an ABC thing done in the variegatable, so you know the difference.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people wouldn't realize that you wouldn't see it.
And I'm trying to get. Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. I was going to say I've got a brown. I think I've got a brown colored one there, so you can actually notice.
Oh, wonderful.
So, but yeah, you'll get to see it, how different it is. I mean, the variegated knits up well in a baby jacket or in a blanket or in a hat, but just not for the ABC stuff.
Right.
So I can't wait to get that. Actually, I might do that now. I'll do it in the letter N. While I'm doing movie night, I'll do the letter N.
I hear you. Thank you for being willing to do that, to show us. That really means a lot.
I'm glad to show, so people get the drift on what's different.
Yes.
Because otherwise you wouldn't know unless somebody shows you. And it's awful having something that you don't.
But see, that's the great thing about this community is you get to see things, you know, and you get to learn things and hear things so that you kind of get to go through the trial and error without actually having to go through the trial and the error.
Yeah. I mean, you'll get the border around it, and the knit and the purl you'll see, but it's just the letter. You won't pick it up as good as what you should. Now that I'm going to do it, it'll probably make a liar of me. You watch.
Either way, we'll still be right here with you, just learning and watching and observing.
Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll do a video of one with a letter on it that you can see, and one with this so then that way people can see it.
Right, the contrast, yeah. That's amazing.
So it's going to be fun.
Well, I'm glad you see it that way. We definitely appreciate you taking the time to do that, because I don't know about you, but for me, getting time to crochet every week is such a valuable time, you know? So it just doesn't happen as often as I'd like.
Try and do something a little bit each day. And I don't know whether it's everyone that's on here, but I find I might start, say, knitting now, which is almost 11 o'clock here. And I could probably be, before I know it, it's probably 1 o'clock tomorrow morning.
I wish I could crochet every day or knit, but mainly I crochet. So, oh my gosh, that would be a dream come true. So
sometimes I've got to say to myself, look, I've got to put it down. I need to go to the shops just to sort of have that break.
Right.
Because I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have a blue bag there. Full of stuff that needs to go and be donated.
Bless your heart. That is
awesome. And now that it's coming on winter, I have a scrap blanket at the bottom of that bag for somebody that will need it.
Yes, especially with winter coming in.
Yeah, and we don't know where they're living, whether they're living near. We've got in our city of Melbourne, it's a Yarra. It's called Yarra So it goes from this, I don't know, Williamstown to wherever. It's a long one. And when the chill comes off that, it's like as though you're at the snow.
Oh,
Once that
wow.
chill comes off, it's you think, oh. But yeah, and if you go anywhere in the city of Melbourne near that, you need to wear, in the middle of winter, tracksuit pants, a skivvy, a jumper, a coat. Because when the chill comes off that, it is chilly.
Right. I can only imagine.
So we do have some homeless people that live down by there. So maybe one day, you know, who I donate my stuff to, it goes to, I think they do about 9 different charities that are screaming for stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the need
So,
is there. The need is there, and the need is great, always,
Yeah.
and never ending. Yes.
you know, and I do like that some of them do that hat, not hate. So we don't do those ones. Not that I find, because I type it in for Australia, but it only comes up for the USA. So I'm lucky enough that the hats that I do go to where I send them, and then they know who to give them to.
Right.
So, but I've got about 40 crocheted hats there that need to go.
Oh
That
wow.
is awesome. That is so awesome, Lisa.
So, and then I'm going to need up
Thank
some,
you for your service.
you know, I you know, because there's always someone less fortunate than what I've got. I've got a roof over my head.
Amen.
I've got, like you say, with your daily phrases that, you know, I'm like, I've got a roof, I've got food, I've got clothing. There's people out there that don't have that. And like you say, we're all judgmental at some people, but we don't know that situation to why they're like that.
We don't. Right.
You know, it could be a breakup of family, you know, separation from wife, husband, girlfriend,
Right.
boyfriend. You just don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and we're all too quick to judge.
Is on fire. Yeah, you just never know.
Yep, and we're just all too quick to judge. We had, just before you go, we have a show here in Australia called Highway Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys are able to catch it, but it's a Melbourne-based show. It's a police show. It's actual based on different police stations that they go out. They catch speeders, people on mobile phones.
Something similar to that, yes.
Bit like your is it called Cops?
Mm-hmm.
There's that, and there's another one. I can't think of what it's called right now, and we watch it a lot.
It's a bit like that. And I was watching one the other day, and a family, the husband had just brought a gas cylinder home. Nothing of it, thinking it was all good and everything. Next minute, the house was full, up in fire.
Oh.
And they lost everything. So the police officer had to try and find, the only thing they had was the clothing on their backs. That was it. See, and it's places like that now he's got to try and find clothes for the children.
Right.
Not only for the adults, but now they can't go back to their house because they found out it was full of asbestos.
Oh, wow.
So whatever was in the house, that's it. There's none. They can't have it. And I'm thinking, thank God that we've got charities that we can donate to. And
absolutely,
you know, it's horrible to know, like you say, you don't know what until you find out exactly why, you know, and it takes 5 minutes to stop and give someone a hello, how are things, you know.
And God bless the people that run the charities, because that's a lot of work too.
Yeah, and I know the charity that I do go to. If you knit up, they got the size of the square that you can knit or crochet, and they said if you can just knit them up or crochet, leave enough tail on it, and they've got ladies that can sew them into blankets.
Wow.
So what I do is, in between hats and what else is it? I try not to do scarves because I find scarves are too long and boring when you've got to knit them.
Right.
Whereas I haven't tried a crocheting one yet, but I'm going to. But I do some squares, and I'll put them in and I'll send them, and then they'll make blankets up.
That is awesome. And
especially
that's the thing.
the scrap ones.
it's usually people that are doing this it's volunteer work. So they're
Yeah.
not even getting paid to do it. Same thing with charities. A lot of them are run by volunteers. So they're just
Yeah.
giving up their time. So yeah.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, ladies, I have 2 minutes till movie night starts, so I'm going to have to ask those that are still here and a part of movie night to please give Mr. Joyful and I just a few minutes to get things together and kind of switched over from Cup to Hook to movie night and get all of our stuff ready.
And I'm going to go down and make some lunch.
Okay. Well, I do want to say again, Lisa and Pam both, thank you as always for coming up and being willing to share and help actually providing content to Cup to Hook. So I really, really gratefully appreciate that. And
Thank you for having me.
No, the pleasure is all mine. So ladies, have a happy Mother's Day. Those that are still in the chat, happy Mother's Day to you as well. Have a great weekend. Have an amazing week. And I will see you around somewhere in someone else's live or movie night or next week. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Mwah.
Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.